Hey, how y'all doing out there? Listen, I wasn't gonna get on here and say nothing. I ain't feeling real well, and I'll talk about that later. But been enjoying some time with my family, and but what is it, y'all? We can't make comments or anything on Facebook about fashion, about the shape, about shaving, about how some of y'all smell and the perfume and the way you cover up your natural scent, your clothes, anything, your hair, without you getting turning it into either a gay rights thing or a transgender thing. You know, back in the day, when I used to go out, you'd see. You can tell you what I used to, and I loved it. I'll be honest with you, I loved it. You see the big black women when they was going out at night to get them a man. They'd be wearing all this flamboyant stuff, the spandex. You could see every jelly roll on there. But you know what? They was confident. You couldn't tell them they wasn't anything but beautiful. You couldn't tell them they wasn't anything but sexy. And they went out on the night and they had them a great time. And they went and got them a man. And you know what? They basically kept it to themselves. Nobody could tell them anything because they knew that they were beautiful. They knew that they were out there. They knew what they were doing. If you go out in public, especially in public, and you display yourself in a certain way, are you wanting somebody to just instantly accept you, or are you looking for an argument? Because everybody ain't gonna like what you wear. They ain't gonna like how you smell. I'm living proof of that. Every one of y'all are living proof of that. None of us go out there really to, with most fashion and hair stuff and things you do, especially things that are supposed to be especially symbolic or whatever, or trendy to certain stereotyped sexualities. Well, it's not, everybody's not going to see you that way. And I'm going to get my point real clear about what I've been upset about. There is a psyop to take men out of America and probably around the world. It's going on in a lot of places. There's a lot of chemicals, the atrazine, some of the products you use, the refined sugar, all these things don't help. And if you just look it up, it's not good for, I don't know how to put it, emotional, sexual, psychological health. It might keep you confused. It might make you see things, but a lot of things are advertised to you. Gillette sells razors, so they came up with this new thing about toxic masculinity, trying to make a big thing. If somebody's like me and they wear a beard and they live out in the woods and they hunt their own food or grow their own food or whatever, that don't mean they're a real man. Nobody's trying to say what's a real man and not. If you're a straight man and you're putting on and you smell like a woman and you shaving your legs and your chest and all this kind of stuff, you're gonna get rags, son. I'm sorry. And you can be you. But being you, like I said about that story about those big old black girls back in the day, man, they were beautiful. They knew what they were. So if you feel beautiful, go be beautiful. But if a friend or somebody, especially a lot of families are getting broken up over this too. If you come in like my sons, I'll give y'all an example. My sons will pull up their britches before they walk in the house if they got them down. They like to wear them skinny pants and let them sag a little bit. But it was my house. I'm their dad. And it's the fact that they can make a fashion statement, but I'm not. Why are you making one to me in the house? So that's a different thing. Now, I understand some of y'all is getting bullied and pushed, but you're coming to your friends, your allies, your tribe even, and you're arguing with us. Yeah, we might say something, but we're not ridiculing you. We're not putting you down. We're not trying to make you feel bad. It's just like, hey, you know, if you change your hair one day drastically, or you wear something really that shows out, or if we can smell you before you come in the room, you might get a funny look or a little sarcastic something said. I know people are out there crushing other people and doing it on purpose. But when you're out there showing it, when you're out there just throwing it out to the world, you got to remember, like those big black girls, what's in your mind to do? They was out to get a man and have a good time. That's what they did. Are you out there to make a statement? Are you out there to draw negativity? Because see, this is what I'm seeing. I'm just being real with you as a fucking brother that I am. This is that tough love. I think some of you are just trying to draw out people's biasness. You're trying to get them to say something. You almost want to argue. It's like accept you or you're the enemy. Well, how about accept me? How about you accept me and accept other people that aren't hurting you, that aren't keeping you from getting a job, that aren't ridiculing you in public, that aren't all those other things. We're your friends. We love you. We're the people around you. You can't come attacking us. And this is where it's getting, y'all. This is where it's getting with everything. Everybody's so butthurt and so oversensitive and poor me, and oh, just let them be them. Well, if somebody is really keeping them from being them, then say that. Otherwise, you're just saying something. You're sounding like a parrot. You're sounding like everybody else. With this political correctness, y'all, there's a certain weakness that I'm talking about. And it's not a social weakness. It's a weakness that, I put it this way, the powers that be that fear us rising up, that's the kind of weakness I'm talking. We get so politically correct and we get so coddled up and everything's warm and cuddly, we're easier to take over. I think we already been took over. Man, we're just fussing with ourselves and not even fussing at the real people that you're mad at. And I guess that's my main point is, quit fussing at the tribe, quit fussing at the allies, quit fussing at the friends, quit fussing at the family, quit fussing at the ones that love you when we're not hurting you or really bringing you down. And if you wear something crazy, you're going to get all kind of comments. Some of them's going to be good, some of them's going to be bad. Welcome to society. Welcome to the world. Don't put yourself out there if you don't like it. But it ain't us. It ain't we. Look, most of us have learned just from the lessons from the black man that judging somebody on their appearance is goddamn wrong. But it don't mean that some people, don't, it's like you're asking for attention. There's a big difference in that, by the way. Some of y'all chose to do things and some of you didn't choose. The only thing you didn't choose was being born. What you choose after that is on you. But if you get condemned for what you choose after that, because of things you change on you personally, or it's because of your color of your skin or your, it's a difference. There's a big difference in that. Some people are really oppressed and some people are just being like, hey, are you acting up or what's wrong with you? So just remember that. There's people out there that's got it a lot worse and it's taken away from, you're stealing their thunder, you're stealing their fight. And I'm getting tired of this. I'm going to say this one last time and it should be clear by now. I am live and let live. And it harm none, do as thou will. But I'm going to tell you something. If you're going to throw your sexuality and all that and bring it out in the public, it's going to get talked about. But the thing about your sexuality and who you are and your lifestyle choices, they're yours. They're not for me to talk about, but they're also for you not to talk to me about. It's private. It used to be private. And you know what? Who you were and your sexuality used to be sacred with the person that you was with. I think you all forgot about that. Love making and your sex life is supposed to be personal to the person that you're with. If you want it all broadcast out there, then go be a porn star. Other than that, keep it where it's supposed to be between you and your partner. If y'all want to dress flamboyant or be whoever you want to be, then go be it. But don't be sitting there and don't expect everybody to just accept it and don't think that your tribe, the people that love you any less. That's the thing. It's like you almost want to be loved less. So love yourself and then and be self-confident about everything you do and you won't have none of these problems. It won't be butt-hurt people. It won't be people bullied. They'll be like, wow, I can't even get to him because he's having a great time. Look at him. Nobody can bother him. And most people I see that do like an extravagant lifestyle and like to show out like a Christmas tree light, that's fine. They are confident. They are happy. They are enjoying themselves. I'm seeing it's very few that get out here that maybe ain't so confident with themselves. And they want to start trouble. Well, look at the truth. Look at the psyop. Look at the things designed and the headlines and the news articles and even the Facebook memes and everything that are designed to make us fight each other, to stay divided, to look at us each as being different on our outside appearance when we're all beautiful souls floating around inside these little meat suits. We'll be out of these meat suits soon enough. Just wait it out. You'll get out of it soon enough. But while you're in it, to be comfortable in it. You be comfortable in your meat suit. You be comfortable in it. I'm comfortable any of you. None of y'all can come at me with, I've seen the craziest things in the world, and most of us have by now, especially my age. If you're confident in who you are, you're not worried about what nobody else is doing. But if you're confident in who you are, you're not worried about what nobody else thinks about you too. Get it? Get it? All right. I just don't want anybody looking at me like I'm a hater when I just like to speak my mind. I like to have my beard. I don't like to dress up. If you ain't noticed, I just me. And I get ragged for it. And one thing before I get off here, a lot of that deodorant and scents, and excuse me, because I told you I'm definitely sick. The deodorants, the scents, the things that you're putting on your body, even the shampoos, a lot of them work together to poison you in different ways. I highly suggest you look up the chemicals that you're putting on your body. I highly suggest that you look up the chemical content in all the deodorant out there. It's very toxic to you. It's very poisonous. Use it liberally, and it's just as few and far between as you can, only when you want to, or really going out or something. Wearing something all the time, it ain't good for your skin. It's not good for these soaps, these shampoos, all this. Y'all, they got chems in them like you wouldn't believe, and then this comes back out in our water supply, and then we just keep cycling these chems back through us. And the atrazine in the water, I really hope y'all are paying attention to that. It's pretty much why Monsanto's is fixing to pay out billions of dollars in reparation money for what they've done to us. Look, like I said, if you made a choice and you're confident and you live it, I'm your brother and I'm right beside you. But if you even have a chance or a slight thought that this isn't you, and that you may have been changed chemically or just because of the way the world is, think about that. They give our soldiers shots now since the early 90s, since Desert Shield, and look at how many of our soldiers are suicidal and changing and being transgender. I mean, look at this. Look at this for real. I always told you, if whatever choice, even if you were chemically induced into being who you are right now or feeling like you feel, even if you want to stay that way and be that way, you're accepted. But be confident in it and live it, and quit being so butthurt by every little body that comes by you, because everybody ain't going to accept it. You should have known that when you started. I knew everybody wasn't going to accept me when I walked away and stepped away from the money and the society and the system. Those big black women knew somebody was going to rag them, but they wanted to have a good time and get them a man. Be confident in who you are. Don't worry about everybody else. I love you. Oh, and decipher and look carefully at what your brothers and sisters in this tribe are saying when they speak out or speak up against things that they're concerned about or ask questions. There's a major difference in asking a question and making a statement and then putting somebody down. All right? Think about that too. I love y'all. Peace. And I will talk again. I got to go to court Tuesday, and I want to talk to y'all before I go. This was very important to me because it's about our overall unity, because I do see your souls, not your meat suits. I do see you, not your sexual you or whoever you're putting yourself out to be. I see through all of that, and that's why you're here, and that's why I love you, and that's why we're tribe, y'all. Remember, we're tribe. We the people, and we will accept the fact that we're all in the same boat, and we're all different looking in that boat, though. We're all different looking, and we're going to get used to that. I promise you that. Be confident in who you are. And look in that mirror in one day. Just today. Go right off this video if you want to. Go look in the mirror and say, I love you, and nothing else matters. Think about that and do it. I love you. Peace. And don't live in fear.